Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1166, 1166. Welcome to the weekend. It's Saturday. We are we're earlier today than what we are during the week. That's because I am helping my wife at her office today for a paper shredding event. So she doesn't know it's the first time they've done this. So she doesn't know what type of turnout is going to be. So she's like, uh, we might just be hanging out, sitting around. So that's what we're up to. We have to be there at 8:30. So that's why I'm on. Usually it's like 9 when I go live on the weekends. So even earlier, it's 6:56. I want to get some shipping done before I head over there. So I'm like, let's just power up. We do a wild Saturdays and Sundays. They're wild card. We have no set time here on Hobby Evolution. So I'm not going to wait 4 minutes to go at 7. Not going to wait whatever time. So here we are. Might be a short episode. Might not be many people in the chat. They're like, what the hell? You're like 3 hours early. I don't have a topic. I'll just talk about the day. And I do want to show off some cards from the purchase from last weekend. Pretty much gone through all of the boxes. I think there's a couple boxes that I haven't gone through every card. Doing a little cherry picking on some stuff. But I did have a chance to list a bunch of stuff yesterday. So check out my eBay store, 99centcards.com. It's now scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Link also in the description. I added autographs, first chrome autographs, rookie autographs, RPAs, patch relic autos, all kinds of stuff. There's some good stuff. Take a look at my store because there was a Mike Singletary. I listed the Xavier Worthy Leaf Vivid auto Thursday night. He was drafted first round by the Chiefs. I listed it for $40. Didn't know. Sold for $40. I'm like, okay, that's good. Mike Singletary. And Mike Singletary, it's in my eBay store for $30. Hall of Famer, $30. Guy who hasn't played it down in the NFL. That's how it works. We should know this. That's how it's worked for the last 40 years. We want the next best thing. So check out my eBay store. Buy 7 or more and you'll get 25% off at checkout. Scotty Dubs was in the house yesterday. Hopefully he made it home safe. He was in town. He had a family friend was performing in a musical nearby. So last night. So he's like, I'm going to take the day off work. Do you need some help? He's like, I'll do whatever. Just hang out, sort cards. I'm like, yeah, you can sort some cards. He put in some work, man. Scotty Dubs put in some work going through cards. Sorted, I think there's 2+ 4-row boxes he sorted by name, Cubs. So that's 2 less 4-row boxes I will have to sort. So big thanks to Scotty Dubs. We hit up the Village Green for lunch yesterday. And I'm like, they've got really good burgers. He's like, yeah, I'll do a burger. And then we get there and it's like, it's Friday fish fry, of course, which is a big thing here in Wisconsin. And I'm like, oh, I haven't had a Friday fish fry in a long time. And I'm like, so what? It's cod. And I'm not I'm a catfish fry kind of guy. That's what I grew up with. We didn't have perch, walleye, cod, fish fries in Illinois, at least where I grew up. We had catfish fries. And I love me some catfish, fried catfish. They don't have it here in Wisconsin. At least every fish fry I've been to, I'm like, do you have catfish? No, we don't have catfish. I'm like, what kind of fish fry is this? So they had cod. I'm like, I'm going to try the fish fry. I haven't had a fish fry in a while. So had the fish fry. It was good. It was good because you can really fuck up a fish fry. Like you can really, like there could be bad, like, oh, it's too greasy. It's not greasy enough. It's dry. So fish fries are one of those things where it's particular. So this was good. Not great. If it was catfish, it'd probably be great. It was cod. So it was did it. They have awesome fries at the Village Green. Awesome fries. So we had lunch at the Village Green. So thank you, Scotty Dubs, for coming over, helping sort. It was fun to have like an employee for the day. And actually talk to people. Like usually I'm just secluded. And he's like, man, I don't know how you do it like all day. Cause like a lot of the day, like half the day, I would be in here in this room listing. I was doing some listing. And then when I would finish a batch, I would go out and we would talk. I'd hang out in the rec room where he was sorting, and I'd sort for the next batch and then come back in here. He's like, man, I don't know how you sit in the basement all day. I'm like, yeah, well, that's sometimes I don't know how I do it either, but here we are. You acclimate. I think that was the word. I acclimate. So thank you, Scotty Dubs, for coming over, helping sort some Cubs cards. Cubs with another dub last night in Boston. Went over the Red Sox like 7-1. Shota Imanaga. Holy shit. He was forgotten about. Yamamoto. Nobody thought about Shota. Shota on fire. So that was, I didn't watch any of the game. I didn't watch any of the NFL draft. I was watching the NFL draft downstairs Thursday night for the first round. So I'm like, I'm going to hang out upstairs on the couch. We booked our European trip. So my wife was showing me the itinerary, and so we're actually we're traveling with some friends of ours, but we're going like 2 days early and staying in Geneva for 2 nights, I think. And beautiful hotel we're staying at, overlooks Lake Geneva. So doing Switzerland, we're doing Geneva, Lucerne, I think Bern, Lucerne, and Geneva, I think. So July is going to be tough. And so with this trip, I am now contemplating not doing the National this year, because I've got, so we're flying out July 1st. I think it's July 1st through the 13th. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's July 1st through the 13th. And then when I get back, going into that week is hopefully Madison Card Show. It's not booked yet, but ideally the Madison Card Show will be that third Saturday of July. And then right after that's the National in Cleveland. So I am contemplating not going. I haven't booked anything with the National. I haven't got my ticket, my VIP ticket. It's not as important like when it's in Rosemont, which it's going to be back in Chicago the next 2 years. So much easier for me, but with timing of everything, it's bad timing right before we leave. I mean, I would basically have to have like 6 weeks off of running my business to get all this done. I mean, as it is, it's going to be about a month. Because the week before we leave is the Club 400 1984 reunion. So that's going to be 2 full days. Well, yeah, about 2 full days. So I'll go down Monday morning and then come back Wednesday morning. So that's 2 full days, and then just hammering things out to get ready to go to Europe for 2 weeks. Preparing for the Madison Card Show. So I just don't know. So I haven't, and this is kind of one of the reasons why I don't like to make plans, because other plans come up and it's like, okay, all of this stuff. The nationalism is important, and I want to get there, but at the risk of everything else, I just don't know. And I can save that. I can save that time and money and go to Dallas at some point. So, because I do want to, I'm going to take Cooter up. I don't know. Is Cooter up yet? Where's Cooter? Because I want to take Cooter up on, I'm thinking about what I'd like, ideally drive down to Oklahoma City, meet Cooter, and then the 2 of us can drive down to Dallas. And that would be a lot of fun, little road trip. So I kind of want to do that later this year. So National, I'm still like, oh man, still debating. So nothing is booked. And at this point now, with Switzerland booked, Club 400 booked, Madison Card Show's not booked. We'll see if I can't get the Madison Card Show. However, if I also, this is I've got to think business wise, because if I don't get the Madison Card Show booked, that's a decent amount of my income for the year, for the month. And so if I'm gone the entire month and not selling anything on eBay, and I don't do a card show in July, that's like a entire month of income that is really slowed down. There will still be eBay sales, but it won't be average, and there won't be the income from the card show. So that's what I'm debating. Kyle has some advice here. Free advice. Mrs. Bo goes to Europe, Bo goes to the National. Divide and conquer. That's actually what happened last year. That's what happened last year. My wife went, and her mom, my mother-in-law, went to they did a cruise along like the southern tip of France, and I went to the National. So this has been done, but I said last time, I'm like, okay, let's leave your mom at home. I want to go to Europe next year because we haven't been back since I haven't been over there since 2019, right before COVID. So at this point in time, it's as I toss things around, it's like, I don't know if I want to do the National. So I love the National, but it's a long drive. It's another week of pausing my eBay business. So we'll see. It's already April 27th. Holy cow. So we'll see as it gets closer. Plenty of other shows. I know the National's not just any card show though. But I'll make it up in the National. One of the big things about the National is the people. And so that's why, okay, if I don't do the National this year, I will do Dallas. I will do a Dallas show because plenty of the people I want to see are in Dallas, or will come to Dallas, be in Dallas. So I think that's the smarter move from a business standpoint. Skip the National and plan a Dallas show. I don't know if Cooter's going to watch the replay. Dallas, let's see. Dallas Card Show dates 2024. I've looked this up before. I know I can't do May or let's see, July. September 5th through the 8th and October 31st through November 3rd. So I think September or the early November. So one of those two, I'll get with Cooter and some of my other friends and talk to the wife and make sure those dates are clear. I do know Pearl Jam's right before, or let's see. Oh no, that's the weekend after Pearl Jam's show I'm going to is August 31st. So, because that's Pearl Jam's a priority. Pearl Jam at Wrigley. So, it's going to be a busy summer. Of course, Anawan Fun Days, that starts the summer off the week. Is it sometimes it might be, no, because Memorial Day is Monday and Fun Days are always the first full weekend of June. So it's always the weekend, typically the weekend after Memorial Day. So that's Anawan Fun Days. So can't miss Anawan Fun Days. And then Club 400, 84 reunion at the end of June. June 22nd, Madison Card Show. Memorial Day weekend is the Madison Card Show. That's the next show, May 25th, Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. So going to be a busy summer. Herman's in the house. What's going on? Good morning. Kyle is here. Good morning. Starting the weekend on weekday time. Here we are early on Saturday. And I don't know how many YouTube watchers, but between YouTube and Twitter, we're at 106 live viewers, which was about 100 more than I expected at this time on a Saturday. JW, good morning. Go Cubs. Another dub. Let's beat Boston again. Donald Davis, good morning. Duke's in the house. Good morning. Herman says, glad you're early. Got stuff to get done today. Me too. That's why I'm early. I got stuff to get done today. Peter, good morning. Orlando's in the house. Orlando, by the way, I'm gonna link this. You met one of my buddies in Strongsville, Tony Gordon. He runs the Oak Creek Card Show over in Milwaukee. He was set up as a dealer in Strongsville and hung out with the YouTubers, and he blogged about it. Let me find the link. I was reading it yesterday or last night, yesterday morning, and he's like, YouTubers. And I'm like, hey, I know a bunch of YouTubers that were in Strongsville. And then he mentioned you by name. So I'm going to link it. So here it is, Orlando. I don't know if you've seen this. That's Tony's blog. And here, we're going to share the screen. And here's Tony's blog. So I was reading this and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So let's see. Down here, he complained about the hotel food, or I guess the service was slow. Let's see. Here we go. He says the room was crowded with a jovial group, drinking, showing off cards, and making videos. Turns out that this was not a trade night at all, but a gathering of vintage sports card YouTubers. There were 50 or so YouTubers. In the past, I've only seen a handful of YouTubers at the Strongsville show. This year, they came out en masse and partied together all weekend. What a great group of guys. I had so much fun with them and enjoyed watching their videos after the show. I never knew there were so many vintage sports card YouTubers. My new favorite is Orlando from Collector's Dream. Here's his video from the get-together. I'm in there waving to the camera, and there's the link to Orlando's video, Strongsville YouTuber get-together. We were back in, so he basically just reviews the he blogs about all the card shows he sets up at, and it's fun. I really enjoy reading his blog, and it gives me some insight into like when he sets up at my show, and he'll be back on May 25th at the Madison Card Show. It gives me some insight on on things that are good, things that could be improved upon. And so it's always a good read. JW says PCA looking a lot better this time around. He does. How about the Cubs, man? Justin Steele, although Justin Steele was doing some live pitching in Arizona yesterday, Justin Steele's on the IL. Bellinger's now on the IL. Seiya's on the IL. And yet we've got guys coming through. PCA looking good. Donald says fish fry, catfish, or buffalo. Good morning, Christian. Just here to drop a like and we'll catch the replay. Awesome. Thank you. JW says temps going to be in the 80s here in Southwest Michigan. I don't know what we're going to have here. It's going to warm up, but I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. It's already 76 today. I might have to throw shorts on. I've got jeans on right now, but I don't know if we're going to be outside or inside. Let's see. We talked about that. Good morning, Tracy. What's happening? Dan, what's going on? He split his doubleheader. Now 5-1. Very nice. Good morning. Mark Hoyle's in the house. Kyle says the National seems like fun, but I would rather stay home and just buy a couple cards I want and save being gone 4 days. It's an experience. It is unlike any other card show. It is an experience. It's hard to explain to those who haven't been in. The National gets better every time I go because you meet more people. You meet new people. You know, maybe you buy from somebody this year. Next year you go back. They remember you. You remember them. And so you just, like the snowball, you just keep meeting more and more people. So that's what the National is. However, I'm not, there's some people that like where's Bargain Boxer? He counts down like 214 days until the next. Like, I'm not that into it. I don't count down the days to the National. I'm not that into it. And if I miss a National, like I'm not, I won't miss a Chicago National. I say that if something like if this year was in Chicago as opposed to Cleveland, I would go. But it's it's I think it's a 10-hour drive. And you think about, well, just fly. It's probably more than 10 hours of time. I leave my driveway and I'm in Cleveland in 10 hours. You hop on a flight, you're probably not there in 10 hours. At least if you're flying out of Madison, Wisconsin. Because I don't think there's a direct to Cleveland. I don't think there is. So if it were in Chicago, it's a quick 2-hour drive. I could also okay, I don't want to go for the full days. If I'm driving 10 hours, I'm going to go for the full 5 days or whatever. I'd probably, so if I drove to Cleveland, because I want to get there on Wednesday, so I would probably drive Tuesday, so I could be there, Wednesday, sleep in a little bit Wednesday morning and go check in and get on the show floor when it opens. So that's Tuesday, basically an entire day Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 5 days just through Saturday. And then I'd probably stay Saturday and drive back Sunday. That's like an entire week. And then I'm not getting home on Sunday night or whenever and going straight to work. I'm probably just going to unwind and get back to it. So, I mean, you're looking at like a week. And I don't want to do it. It's like, we'll just go for 3, come back on Friday. Like when I'm driving 10 hours, I want to make it worth the 10-hour drive, the 20-hour round trip. That's just how my brain works. Some people will just do it. I'm not like that. I would rather just skip it altogether than to do that and only go for 2 days. So that's where I'm at. And plus, also what would happen, I would get FOMO. Like if I'm only going Wednesday and Thursday, it'd be like, hey, there's the YouTuber thing or whatever. We're doing that. Although I never do the outside things. So I guess I wouldn't get FOMO. But if you're not, it's different when you're there and you just skip it. It's different. You're at home. It's like, man, I should have went to that. I don't know. So those are the thoughts that run through my head. Cooter says, come on down. Good morning, Cooter. Orlando says, going to miss you at the National. I wanted to meet you there. Outside chance. Maybe I go. It's looking like I won't. Come on up to Madison. Mr. Archer, good morning. K-Dog Lewis, what's up? How many cards do you typically list in a month? Oh, man, that's a loaded question. It varies. Thousands. Probably, a couple thousand. I don't know, a couple thousand. Yesterday I didn't list. I listed... I can go to my Car Dealer Pro and I can tell you exactly how many went through Car Dealer Pro. So yesterday I listed 65, 95. Oh, wait, no. 60. Is that right? ATU. Oh, this is what the hell? This is really weird. It's out of order. Oh, no, because I did these two. Well, those say the 25th. That's not. Oh, that one I finished yesterday. Okay, so I did 95 through Car Dealer Pro, and then probably a dozen, maybe 20 from my phone because they're like the thick relics. So yesterday I did, 120, and you're like, well, that's not that many, but some of them were 75. Most of them were. Pretty much every card I listed yesterday was at least $5. I think there might have been 2 or 3 cards that were like $3. Everything else was $5, a lot of $40, $50, $75, $20, $30 cards. So yesterday wasn't a volume listing day, and I'm not focusing as much on volume right now because I have a lot of $5, $10, $20, $30 cards to list. So it just varies. I mean, sometimes if I wanted to list a bunch of 70s commons, I could list thousands in a day. but that's not a focus, and I don't have that inventory right now. So Mark's on his way to a card show. Have fun. Ooh, Dave Arnold in the house. He's got Spartans and Bombers baseball today. Macomb versus Bushnell Prairie City. It's the Battle of McDonough County. Go Sparty. Mark F., what's up? Good morning. Listening while driving to Vero Beach Card Show. Nice. Got a couple card shows being attended. I think we've got a couple people, Mark, on the card show Mark's going to. Vintage Goats, what's up? Good morning. I know Mark's going to be there. I think Steph from ComC is going to be there. I think Ed's going to be there. So a lot of people going. I think that's in Massachusetts. No card shows for me this weekend, but is it next weekend? No, that's not right. I think it's in 2 weeks from today. So the next 2 weekends, I have nothing the next 2 weekends for card shows. Saturday, May 11th, I'll be at the Indoor Sports Center in Loves Park, which is next to Rockford. I'll have some great dollar boxes, really good dollar boxes. So come see me in Loves Park in 2 weeks from today. Next Madison card show, Saturday, May 25th. I will probably not be set up at that show. I did set up this past month or last weekend, whenever it was. But I think we're going to be overbooked. I've actually turned a couple dealers away already. A month ahead. We're still a month out. So going to be a packed show. I have thought about, maybe I'll just run this by the chat. I think I talked about this the other day, and I don't know what your thoughts are. Because I've turned down a couple Pokemon dealers because I don't want to go really more than 20% of the show floors being Pokemon. I like 20%. I feel is a good mix. So I turned down a couple Pokemon dealers, but then I thought there are some like breakout rooms, conference rooms that are just down the hallway. So if you're familiar with the Sheraton layout at the Madison Card Show, you come in through the front door, you veer left, and you go back in the corner to the State Street Ballroom, 40 tables there. You go to the right in the back corner. There's the Williamson Ballroom, 40 tables in there. Now, before you get to the elevators going to the right, you go take the hallway, and then there's some conference rooms down there. I thought about, and I'd have to make up some, good signage so people can find it, doing strictly new Pokemon, not existing dealers. If you got a spot, you got a spot. But any new Pokemon dealers that want to get in, they're all going to be in one of those conference rooms just to get dealers in, right? So I don't know if that would be something that would fly. I don't know. We'll see. And we're going into the summer months where, we might be in a situation where, and I think we will be in the next few months where probably not gonna. And I haven't even booked. I don't plan on booking the State Street Ballroom, the third ballroom, for the summer months. It's not booked for June. It is booked for May. But I just feel like there's not going to be as much demand. Maybe that changes, and I'll go beg for the room a week or two before the June 22nd show. We'll see. But it's also, here's what I battle. I really don't make any profit on that third room. Like, that's basically breaking. If I fill it up and really pack it in, I make some money. Last month was a break even. The first 2 months I had it, I made a little profit. It was worth. I feel it was worth my work. Most people probably would say no, it's not worth the amount of work that this goes into. If it was them not doing the work and being like, oh, that's worth it. But when you're actually putting in the work, it's different. It's a lot different. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I also don't want to come into a situation where this month the room's there, next month it's not there, and then all of a sudden people like, oh, he probably doesn't have the room open this month, and they just avoid it altogether. That's what I want to avoid. So we'll see. But obviously I don't want to lose money on it. So wait and see, I guess. Royals 417 in the house. Good morning. Herman says, road trip to Dallas sounds exhausting. Made the trip from Georgia to San Antonio once. San Antonio's a really long way. Because isn't San Antonio like on the other side? I think San Antonio to Dallas is, am I right, or 6 hours? I mean, San Antonio is way out there. San Antonio to Dallas. Oh, it's only 4 hours. So that's not too bad. Madison to Dallas is only, it's 14 and a half hours. This route has me going through Illinois down through St. Louis and across Missouri. I thought it was a couple hours less than that. 14 hours is a long drive, but we'll do it. I think Cleveland's right at 10. Cleveland to Madison is right at 10 hours, I think. Porter's in the house. Good morning. So I didn't really have much to talk about this morning, so probably going to wrap it up. But I do want to show off some. This is the fun part of buying collections for me as a Cubs collector, or I guess for anybody who has a PC and you can set aside cards for your PC where you don't necessarily have to sell. Some of these I may sell though. Let's see. I think I might have. So I think I have. I know I have that one. I have that one. Some of these are just like blah, but I want to show off some of these are really cool. So I know I have at least, I'm pretty sure I have that one 3. I know I have that one 4. I know I have that one 5, 6. I don't have. So there's like 6 or 7 that I already have some of these. So, I'll put them in my Cubs to sell collection or Cubs to trade collection. So like this first Bowman Chrome auto, Adbert Elzele. Was the closer, maybe the closer again. We'll see. I think I do have this. I love this card. Javi Baez. I'm still a Javi Baez fan. Herman says 16 hours to San Antonio from Georgia, all in one trip. Wow. This was one of my favorites that I found in the purchase from last weekend. Mini frame relic of Sammy Sosa from 2022 Allen and Ginter. It's a cool card. This is not a Cubs card, but he's a Cubs pitcher. And I'm like, first Bowman Chrome blue refractor, even if he's in a Yankees uniform, I'm going to set that aside. Put that in a player PC. Hayden Wesneski. Love the vintage stock, numbered out of 99. Michael Givens. Probably don't have that. I think I do have this. Although this is numbered to 99. Didn't realize that. This is the black variation. So maybe I don't have this. Aramis Ramirez auto. Numbered out of 99. This is the Top Stars autograph. That's pretty cool. That's from 2023. Here's a blue. I think this is a blue wave refractor. Ian Happ. These are numbered out of 75. Probably don't have that. I just assume I don't have like the color refractors. This is really cool. This is a player that unfortunately was released by the Cubs. He was one of their higher end international signings in 2019 or 2020. And I made custom cards to get signed. And Ranier Quintero really loved some of the custom cards I made. And we were going to do a trade for a bat. He was going to give me a bat for a bunch of customs, and then he got released. So I don't know where he is. But here's, I do not have this. This is from Onyx, Ranier Quintero Onyx autograph. I love the Onyx because you rarely see them. Brendan Little, he was, I think, traded. This is a Leaf Valiant auto numbered out of 99. He's got a really nice signature. He's got one of those classic signatures. Here's a Topps Finest purple refractor rookie of Seiya Suzuki. I'm pretty sure I have one of these. This is numbered out of 250. I do know I have this one, Charcer Burks first Bowman Chrome auto. I'm not sure if he's still playing baseball. He's no longer in the Cubs organization. Here's another Brendan Little. This is Bowman Chrome purple auto out of 250. Cool signature. Aramis Adam, and he was one of the Cubs. I think one publication actually had him as the #1 overall Cubs prospect at one time. And he's no longer in baseball. And that was just 5 years ago. He was a top Cubs prospect. Chase Strum, first Bowman Chrome auto. He's still in the system. I think he's at AAA, maybe AA. Can't remember. And then Bowman Sterling. I love getting Christian Hernandez cards cheap. He's fallen off the top prospect charts for the Cubs, barely cracking top 30 lists for the organization. So I like picking up these for cheap. Bowman Sterling out of 75. So that's what I enjoy about. I can cherry pick and keep the Cubs. And now that I'm over 1 million, now it's like I don't need to keep 17 Alzolay first Chrome autos. I can list them and sell them. So I still want to get organized. My Cubs more organized. I don't think they'll ever be fully organized. That's a goal. That's a life's work goal, I think. So it's just to the point where now I get them organized and like, okay, I'm going to keep 2 Alzolays or 1 Alzolay, the rest. But I want to keep it in a Cubs pile. And kind of one of my aspirations is have all of my Cubs, like do a Cubs only card show where not a Cubs only card show, but where I only bring Cubs to one of these shows, which is probably going to hurt. It's how many people are Cubs only. But I do know there's a lot. Maybe I'll just do half my table is Cubs and not necessarily everything. But because there's a lot of, I have a lot of duplicates and there's a lot of Cubs collectors. And if I can get them organized enough to where they're looking for whatever card, it's like, okay, if you're looking for Sandberg, here's a bunch of Sandberg cards. So that's kind of what future, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Where are we at? Cooter says you have a room ready in OKC to break up the drive. Hey, that sounds good to me. Merle, good morning. Happy weekend. What's happening? Jordan's in the house. He says, love the excitement in your voice. Not sure if everyone feels the way Bo does when you get PC cards, but I definitely love when that happens. Hell yeah. It's fun. It's fun. K-Dog Lewis says, where's the cheapest place to buy top loaders? Shop around. I get most of my stuff from Columbia Hobby. When it comes to retail, usually they're among the cheapest, but not always. Columbia Hobby is a good place. BCW is usually a little higher. I think Ultra Pro is a little higher. You can buy direct from Cardboard Gold. Be wary of shipping because some charge shipping. Some you have to buy $200 plus in supplies before you get free shipping. And if it's free shipping, it's usually baked into the price. So just be cognizant. Shop around. I shop around. The last order I put in, Columbia Hobby was not the cheapest, but it was, if I ordered, I could have, and I have wholesale accounts through both Columbia and BCW. However, through BCW, I have to have it shipped to a business. I could have it shipped to my wife's office, but then I have to go, I have to alert, somebody at the office and be like, hey, I don't want to do that, especially when it's like freaking 12 boxes of supplies. So I don't want to do that. And the savings, it's a little bit of savings, but now if it was a different circumstance, be a little different, but that's just not going to work. So shop around. But I would say between Columbia Hobby, Cardboard Gold, and BCW, you're probably going to get the cheapest from one of those three places. There's going to be those, they all sell on eBay, I think. I know Cardboard Gold and Columbia Hobby do. However, they're going to bake their fees into that price. So you're going to get about a 13% cheaper price on their website than you are on eBay. So shop around, but those are the three places that I shop first. That dude from Duryea. That proves that scouts know as much about prospect speculation as collectors. That guy is out of the league in under 5 years. Yes, and he is, and he's been out of the league for, I think, 2 years out of baseball. And we're not talking major league. We're talking like minor league baseball. 1998 was when he was born. And so he was out of baseball in like 2022. 98 to 2022 is what, 24? He was out of baseball at 24. Yikes. Donald says, the last time I got supplies, it was from Cardboard Gold. Yes. And I think, what did I compare the prices to? I think what I got, again, I'm getting my stuff through a wholesale account on Columbia Hobby. So I think Cardboard Gold was a little higher than my wholesale price, but not much. I think Cardboard Gold retail is cheaper than Columbia Hobby. Obviously, the wholesale is going to be cheaper. So Cardboard Gold right now for soft sleeves, penny sleeves, you can get a case for $62.50 retail. And that's free shipping with no, that looks like it's free shipping without any, amount you have to purchase. Now let's go to Columbia Hobby. Go to their retail. I got to go to their retail site, ColumbiaHobby.com. And Columbia Hobby penny sleeves. Where's the penny sleeves? Usually they have them like right on the main page because it's like the top thing to buy. They have top loaders, card savers. Oh, they are right there. So Columbia Hobby is $54.95. But you have to place an order. Your order has to be over $200 to get free shipping. So they are cheaper, but if you only want one case, you're going to end up paying more at Columbia Hobby for just one case because you're going to pay shipping on that. But if you want 4 cases, you're going to get free shipping and you're going to pay, and you're going to get a volume discount. If you buy 4 cases of penny sleeves, your price is $52.95. So there you go. So you have to do some math because you have to figure in, okay, Cardboard Gold has free shipping. Columbia Hobby, I have to buy $200. Am I going to buy $200? If so, go to Columbia Hobby. If not, go to Cardboard Gold. And let's check out BCW's pricing. I think BCW also has you have to buy this amount to get free shipping. Free shipping, $99. So it's cheaper on BCW. You only have to order $99 to get free shipping, which is pretty easy if you're buying in bulk. Bulk is the way to go. Just buy a case. It's like toilet paper. Don't buy 3 packs of penny sleeves. If you're worried about price. If you're not worried about price, then doesn't matter. Standard sleeves. Let's see. They got 1,000 packs. Now you really got to do math on BCW because it's 100 sleeves per pack, 89 cents. You get 25 for 75 cents. So BCW is significantly higher. So you're looking at like $75 for a case, or $167 for a case. And you'd have to buy 2 cases to unlock free shipping. So looks like either Cardboard Gold or Columbia Hobby, the way to go on supplies, at least on penny sleeves. Where are we at? Happy Saturday to Dan. What's going on? It is Saturday. Don't forget Hobby Hotline coming on at 10 a.m. Usually it's like, don't forget Hobby Hotline's in 5 minutes. I'm used to being on so late on Saturday mornings. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Wiffle Breakers, what's going on? Thanks for all the information you provide. I watch daily, but always on replay. Well, welcome to the live chat. Good to have you on. Zach and Porter in the house. What's up? So another show about nothing. I had nothing to talk about today, but we still made it 45 minutes in. I'm going to go do some shipping and shred some paper later today. We will go live again tomorrow morning. I think I'm going to sleep in tomorrow, so it won't be this early. Good morning, Philly Joe. Tomorrow morning we'll go on probably between 8:30 and 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you're off to a card show, have fun, get some good deals, enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend. NFL draft resumes with rounds 4 through 7 later today. So I'm going to try to catch some of that. What else? Hit my eBay store up. I added some great stuff yesterday. Autographs, a lot of baseball autos. Hell, I even listed some football autos. There's a Mike Singletary auto that went up. What else went up? What else went up? Let's see. Travis Kelce patch out of like 150, I think. A Raghib Ishmael auto, which I thought they would go for more, but the one I have is in a Panthers uniform, so I guess that it probably would be double the price if it was in a Notre Dame uniform. A LaMelo Ball relic, so some fun stuff that's now in my eBay store. Not your $1.50 fodder, but I'll be adding some more of that here eventually. But right now, I got to get through these autographs. So check out my eBay store. I'm not sure if I'll probably try to get another batch, at least one batch in later today. Want to focus on shipping when I have the time today. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll do it again tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. Central Time. Don't forget Hobby Hotline coming up in a couple hours over on the Bench Clear Media channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.